afternoon and welcome to our 12:30 broadcast here at the North American Bear Center. It's a beautiful day. I want to welcome our guests that are currently here and our online viewers and also our camera driver. I know that Ted's camera has been wacky since yesterday. Bear with us because it's going to be, Scott is off tomorrow, so it probably won't be taken care of until Tuesday. Just for your information, since you have not seen his camera or been able to see him, Ted received some straw yesterday. He didn't seem real interested in it until he walked in, and then it was like, who put this in my den? So while he was out, we decided to give him a little treat and put a third of a bale of straw in for him. So he rearranged it, and he looked pretty comfy, and so this next week you'll see the picture of him enjoying his straw, but you'll also see it once the camera is fixed. Also this morning, we took a little adventure after Ted came back in, and we walked into the back of the enclosure to see if we couldn't find where Tasha or Holly may be digging. We did not find any new evidence of anything new, but her dug den had water in the bottom of it, and there are several rocks that weren't there a few days ago. So she must be digging a little bit farther back. The back end of the enclosure, there is a great deal of bedrock and many boulders, so it's apparent that they have tried to dig. There's many day beds along the corridor there as we walked, but nothing substantial. We did look, and we did see that the old den that Holly used was not disturbed yet. Hold on just one second. We just had a message from our interns that went to look for Tasha, is that she's pacing on the back of the fence line by her dug den. Now she does know that we were back there looking at it, and Holly has been in there because there were apparent tracks there this morning when we looked. So Holly has been in the den, which makes her very nervous as to whether she will or will not be able to use that den. So we've kept the bunker doors, gates open the last couple nights to see if she might want to go in. She has been going in to check them out, but not while Lucky's in there, unless one of our camera drivers has more information on that. I do not. So just to let everyone know about the denning situation here, it's getting towards time when our bears do look for a source of denning. Either the two females are the only ones that dig the dens. Lucky will choose either the large bunker or the small bunker. And Ted, of course, dens in the chalet. But the two females, they vacillate between the dug dens and with Tasha, which one she's going to use. She has never been one to den inside our man-made dens. Holly generally looks and then moves in with Lucky after he gets enough straw. We have not had a straw delivery yet, so those of you asking questions about when will we get straw and will we incorporate leaves, we will be getting straw within the next couple of weeks, and we only give leaves to Lucky and Holly. Ted, we don't usually give him leaves, but we'll see how many we get on the ground this year. Tasha, of course, rakes her own in, and there's no evidence that she has been doing that, but then the leaves just start shedding this past week. So we look forward to see, it's always exciting to try to decide where our females are going to den. And of course, after Holly chooses, then Tasha will get her choice too. Should the two females, let's say the two females decide, you know, we don't want the man-made dens, we're going to go ahead and Holly's going to use Tasha's dug den. Well, that puts Tasha in kind of a decision as to whether she's going to try to dig her another one or perhaps move into one underneath one of the present chalet or cabin. We'll just have to wait to see what happens. So I'm going to go into answering the questions. It is no rain today here, and the sun is shining, and they've threatened us with another couple of 70 and 80 degree days here, which I'm not looking forward to. But it's something that's going to happen, so we'll see. Now, the first question, is Holly slowing down? She didn't seem to eat much of her dinner. Well, that particular day, she had been in her own enclosure, confined for a few days. So she was actually more interested in seeing what was going on in the back of the enclosure than worrying about eating her food. But just to let you know, all the bears are now slowing down in their eating, and it's not as important as what they're doing naturally, which is getting ready to den. They still have about 4 weeks to go yet, but preparation time is important here too for them. Will the cabin and rock den get straw? We don't usually give them a lot, but we do, of course, give them a little bit of straw just in case they are interested. If we see that they're pulling it under the den, then we might go ahead and give them some more. But the rock den, that's, of course, up to Dr. Rogers whether he wants us to put anything there. But in the past, only Honey denned in that in 2008. That den's not been used for a denning aspect other than that. But probably by the end of September, we'll be getting more straw for the bears. Let's see, do I have any idea where the female woodchuck is? Well, I did a little research for you folks. Probably you've done this yourselves too. But I just want to let you know some of the things that I found out this morning. First of all, we don't know if our Chucky is a male or a female. Now, a male weighs anywhere from 4 to 15 pounds. With this Chucky probably weighs close to 8 to 10 pounds. And the males are about 16 to 20 inches long. So you folks up there that see him full body, maybe you can tell whether he is. He kind of looks like he's about 16 inches long. They are true hibernators, so they go into hibernation in late fall, just like our bears do, but they come out a little bit earlier, being that they can come out in February or March. They can be the same color as our little guy here, Chucky, the grayish-brownish tint to their fur, or they can have white or even black ones. I'm sure that's rare, and we don't have that particular color here, but I did see one online today, so that's kind of neat too. They are considered a large rodent. The largest rodent in the United States is the beaver. Not world, just in the United States. The beaver is the largest. With our groundhog, if you see him, or woodchuck, they're groundhog, woodchuck, and whistle pig. I never heard that one before, but that's another name for them. If they're sunning themselves, they try to flatten their body out on the rock so that the heat is absorbed through their tummy. Now, our bears are just the opposite. When they want to cool down, they lay their tummies on the ground and usually dig a spot out so that when they're laying their tummies and the sparse undercoat there from their chest down, that helps cool their core and cool their bodies down. Another question is, what plant is growing on the left side of the rock den? Well, that is raspberry, and on the other side, that is called thimbleweed. I'm pretty sure it's not Timothy, but I think it's thimbleweed. I have to look that up, but I'm pretty confident that that's the answer that you want. Anyway, the bears are in their fall transition time now. Hyperphagia is over. You'll see that Holly and Ted have been eating a lot of grass, which helps incorporate a fecal plug when the time is right. Of course, right now, everything is just passing through as they digest it. I don't have any more here. I think I answered all the questions for you, and I appreciate it. When you folks are writing questions, I'm happy that you're using our time there to offer just little remarks and stuff, but I'm not exactly sure how to answer some of them. So if you post a question with it, it would be better for answering them. With all the rain this week, we didn't get to the planting that we wanted to, and Holly's not been cooperative about coming in time so that we can get out there to do any work before our guests arrive here at 10 o'clock. So we will get more planting done. You can see that the beautiful flowers that are coming up around the pond are just excellent. We're trying to pull all the tansy out, which is an invasive here in the Ely area in Minnesota. So we are trying to remove that so we can get more clover growing for the bears to eat. I want to thank all of our visitors here today. We are a nonprofit organization, so your admission coming through the door, and if you buy a membership or anything from our gift shop, goes completely to bear care. So we appreciate you when you're coming through, and we hope that the behind the scenes are affecting you in a way that you have a favorite bear here. So if you'd like to see that bear and want to go on our website, www.bear.org, you can click on live cameras, and you can see our bears in the viewing area here. Lucky has his own camera, and as soon as Ted's camera gets fixed, you'll have Ted's camera, which is a 24-hour camera. I want to thank our moderators that do an excellent job and keep us informed of where our bears are, and asking them questions sometimes saves us a lot of work of going around the enclosure to look. So I want to thank all you too. Today the Wolf Center is open also, and if you'd like to see wolves in their natural setting, just like our bears are in a natural setting, and they're 2.5 acres, the wolves have 1 acre, and usually active when it's cooler. They educate there about wolves as we do about bears, and you'll get $1 off with your wristband today. So I want to thank everyone that tuned in today and for coming to the Bear Center, and we are open till 4 o'clock. Our last program today is a feeding program in which we take you back and let you watch not only see what the bears eat, but also watch the bears eat their dinner. So if you'd like to be involved with that, that happens at 3 o'clock, and we close at 4. We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 4 now. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow.